So and his team broke an all-time record. So it's easy to anoint an individual or to anoint a team. It didn't just come out of nowhere. They earned it. But at the same point in time, to put that in the same kind of boat, people handle things and people take things differently.
When you watch the enjoyment he got and the trash he talked when he rejected Steph's shot, though, what did that tell you?
Well, he loves it, man. He's a competitor. You ever watch LeBron? LeBron doesn't fight. Everyone tries to get into his head. Everyone tries to do foul and grab and do all that stuff. That's not LeBron. LeBron just wants to handle it between the four lines. If you're man enough to take a beating, or if you're man enough to stop me, then LeBron respects you. He's a competitor. There's nothing personal. He's not a big social media trash talker. He's not even a big trash talker. I remember Kobe talked about, he used to always try and get him to talk trash. It's not who he is. He just wants to play hard and be the last man standing.
Why do you think he talked trash tonight when he blocked Curry's shot?
Well, I just think that was emotion. I don't think that was directly to Curry. I think if Barbosa would have shot that shot, I think if anybody would have shot that shot, he's done it to me in years past. So, that's something that he takes pride in. You look at, he's been blocking shots for a long, long time. And on this stage to make a defensive play like that was huge for us.
What kind of moment was it for you to watch Steph Curry, who's never been ejected from a game, throw his mouthpiece and be thrown out of this one?
It's one game. It's one game. Emotions are high. They're at a spot right now where they're in a tough spot. There is no pressure on us. There is zero pressure on us. Very similar to when they were down 3-1. There was no pressure on them. They had to go home and win one. Then they had to win a tough game in OKC, and then they were able to go home and finish it off. But we were down 3-1 because they earned that spot. Now we're here at Game 7 against a team that broke the NBA record and the defending champions. Tell us that there's pressure on us. Tell us that there's anything that we have to lose. There's nothing. We get to go out there and play our hardest and try and steal the championship.
So how can you lose?
Yeah, game 7's in 2 days. We'll find out. But go ahead, whatever you need.
It obviously took a lot to dig out a 3-1 and to force a Game 7. How much, when you look at this right now, did it take mentally, emotionally, just to get to this point? Well,
I would say I'm in a much better mental spot than when I was down 2-0. So I like my emotional spot right now. But at the same time, they earned it. We felt like it took us a little bit to get adjusted to them in the first two games. Game 3 we played better. Game 4 we felt like we had an opportunity that we let go, and then Game 5 we knew we were going to have to win one, and we've been fighting ever since. But the way we've looked at it is we've always felt like we belonged. We've always felt like this was an opportunity for winning a championship, and now we're in a one-game series, and we got two of the baddest men on the planet. They got two of the baddest men on the planet, and we got good teams around and great coaches. So it should be a fun one.
So with everything you've said here, you like your chances?
I've always liked my chances. I've always liked my chances, and that's I have a tremendous amount of respect for everybody in their locker room, and they've made us earn this. They've made us earn to get to this point to have a chance to win, and they like their chances. The way I look at it is we won 3 of the last 4 games. Say what you will. This is a team that only lost 9 games over 82 games, and we've won 3 out of the last 4. So you got to go into it with that type of confidence that we can win 4 out of 5.
Now you say there's no pressure, but LeBron James' record in the finals is 2-4. How much pressure is on him in terms of his legacy?
He's not worried about his legacy because you don't judge a book in the first 2 chapters, first 3 chapters, first 4 chapters. That man's got a lot of years left to go in him. So why judge him at this point in time in his career? Why judge him? He's got a lot of other records too. If you guys want to talk about those, youngest to pretty much everything. He's on pace to break a lot more records. So I'm not going to judge anybody by what this dude has been in the finals the last 6 years. He might go the next 4 years. He might win the next 4. You don't know. So to judge him based on what his record is at 32 years old, that's for you guys to write. But I don't think he's worried about his legacy. He's worried about getting another win and trying to finish this thing off in Golden State.
In terms of the mindset, what's the difference between Game 5 and Game 7?
The mindset is the same. We have to have the same attack. We have to have the same approach. I feel like our equation is getting better. Our formula is getting better. And we had a lot of opportunities tonight. We went up 20 twice, and they cut it to 8 multiple times. And you can't do that. You can't do that on their home floor. Now, yeah, they're going to make a run, but it was the way they cut it and the opportunities that we gave them that they capitalized on that's just too difficult.